Hello, bonjour, ça va, and how are we today? It is Wednesday, January the 29th, 2025, here in southwestern Ontario, Canada, by the beautiful frozen shores of Lake Huron. It's sunny right now. This is amazing. I'm really loving the sun. We haven't had very much of it here. However, just wanted to come on and say Happy New Year's. It's a Chinese New Year today starting, and it is the year of the wood snake, in case you want to know. But the other interesting thing to me is that this is the new moon in Aquarius today. And this is really good. I'm feeling really good with this energy. The last vestiges of Capricorn are now gone. We still had to shift through a little bit of stuff apparently. But now it's the new moon in Aquarius. So all Aquarian energy from here on out, the last little bits of that old way of being have been ushered out. Now we are, from what the spiritual astrologers are saying, we're going to have a lot of Piscean energy affecting us. You can look up Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. It's very emotional, but it's highly intuitive. I know a lot of Piscean people. In fact, my dad was a Pisces. They're very sensitive. You don't even have to say things to them. They just intuitively feel it. They kind of know it. But the one thing I've noticed that's a little hard for them to maneuver is their emotional base. So, we can get into the feelings too much. And there needs to be a time when we pull back and are detached so that we can have a very, clear view of what's going on. Got to have a little bit of logic, left brain in there, to balance things out. It is difficult, isn't it, when you're in the middle of this torrent of emotions to actually center and balance and calm yourself. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Do your meditative breath, ground, do that tree root visualization that I've taught you numerous times now. It's very easy technique. Everything's in the breath. That sends a signal to change from your fight or flight into your rest and digest. So it's the best way to ground yourself. You are responsible for your feelings, your emotions, the way you behave, the way you treat others, the way you treat yourself. So we're coming into a time that is super aligned with this new higher trine. Trine is a triangle. That's a good aspect in astrology, by the way, just so you know. That's a good thing. So we're coming into this new trine, an aspect on time, and it will be more, there's a proclivity towards the divine line of time. There is no longer a resistance to the higher sign, and there is no more complication to the divine. So we are stating this from our sublime frequency on time, that we are resurrecting our higher divine line or mind. Once we have accomplished these divine lines of time, we'll resurface and recalibrate the higher mind. God bless. We give you peace, love, and rest. We are speaking to you from our highness, and we are giving you direct instruction on how to be blessed, and that is a viability to feeling it's like being caressed, like a big hug, with no more duress. God bless. We give you peace, love, and rest. All right. It's interesting how we're hearing that word rest. We need a rest. We need a respite. We need vacation, right? We need a break. We need to have that peaceful intake. So when you come into your higher line of time, your divine line, it's like having a rest. It's a peaceful rest. It gives you peace. It brings in calm. It that distortion wave, the old timeline, the distorted ones, I'm hearing so many thoughts all at once. It's like I can only do one at a time. Team. Okay, let's narrow these down now. So when we're coming from a process of everything being highlighted in the distress timeline, it's kind of hard for us sometimes to see that there actually is a timeline where there is peacefulness and rest, and where you can be calm and not feel distress. But there is. So we're giving you this outline here today that there are more higher divine alignments coming your way. You're going to be offset in the old subsistence way, and it'll become more angelic, and you will see that higher vibration come onto your planet day by day by day, because we are fifth dimensional generational ray of the higher frequency of your higher day. God bless. We give you peace, love, and like to say that we are loving you and giving you a disbursement over time of how to feel in your heyday. In other words, happy day. So we are guiding you and blessing you in every way. We are highlighting the higher terminal of the energy today. God bless. We give you peace, love, and say we are speaking with you from our angelic ray. Okay, so we have various groups coming in. If you are familiar with doing energy work and you're familiar with your various teams of light, this will make sense. If you're not, maybe it won't. Whatever. At some point in time, people learn this. It doesn't matter. When it's right, it'll happen. I know there are people like to poo-poo it. I find it interesting. I was watching this show that came up on Rumble the other day, and has this gentleman who is a, what do you call it? They look into the future. It's not psychic. It's remote viewing. That's the word. That's what this particular person does. And he looks, like years ahead in the remote viewing. Now, we can all do this, just like we can do everything. We all have these gifts and abilities. Just have to hone them, work with them, get those memory codes snapping back on, so we can remember that we can do these things. But in the remote, but his comments, he gave a statement. He was talking about a number of years ago that he had seen what was going on in the world today, and he was right. And he was showing, he'd drawn it out, the whole bit. It's I like watching this. I find it interesting to see everyone's gifts and abilities and how they pan out, how they come out. And when that happens, I like it because other people will be triggered to think, ooh, I wonder if I can do that myself. And that's kind of how it starts. I mean, if you never see that picture, you never listen to that man, you never hear these things, then you don't think that they exist. You think it's all, fairy tales or sci-fis or imagination or something, whereas it really is real. But he kind of ended his explanation of what he had seen with, he said apparently there were some other people who also did remote viewing, but they talk about their teams that they work with, whom they work with, and he kind of poo-pooed that a little bit. It was like he was dismissive of that thought. I don't know why you can't have both. Why can't we have both? Why can't you understand it? We're both. We're not one or the other. So we're not all science or all spiritual stuff. We're both. It's both. And we do energy healing here. we're working in a quantum reality. That's just the language that we use. We're still all doing the same thing. When we look down a future timeline of yours, if that needs to be done during the healing session, then is that not remote viewing? I can call it remote viewing, or I can just say, well, I see on one of your future timelines this happening. It's going to be a choice. These are the steps you put into place to achieve that, or if not, you can do X, Y, Z instead, right? But it's not either or, it's both. You're using both. You're using your left brain, the logical brain, the analytical, and you're using the right, you're using the intuitive, and you're using your gifts and abilities that you already have stored inside here in your DNA. So, accept that you're both. You do it all, okay? I always say here, we do it all here. There's no division, I only do this or I only do that. We do it all here. There's no separation, there's no division in the light. We're all one spirit. How do you divide that up? I'm seeing a picture. Oh, I don't know if I should go there or not. I don't know. Maybe not. It'll probably upset too many people. Yeah, I'm going to avoid that example. Okay, so where else can we go? Yeah, you just cannot divide up the air. Think about the air. I'll give you another example. Think about the air and think about you have a knife and you want to slice a piece of the pie out of the air. I mean, can you do that? Here, I'm going to cut a piece of the air out here and I'll give it to you. I mean, come on. Come on, people. Really? Seriously? We're all one, okay? We're all one spirit. We've individualized into separate little vehicles, bodies, whatever you want to call this, avatar. It's okay. Make up a name. Whatever you want. You're creator of your own world. You can do what you want within the realm of not hurting others. So there is going to be peace here in your time, is what I'm hearing. The creators have come online and they're saying, we're giving you a new timeline that's divine, and it is going to be relegated to your new higher birth timeline. And it will be your prime directive on your higher line. Okay. Oh, I know the other thing I just wanted to say personally was in meditation this morning. It's really deep meditation because different days reach different levels of thought, right? Or frequency or thought vibration, whatever you want to call it. And today I was hearing the protectors are returning. I kind of wonder if they're already here because usually when we're talking time, it's like past, present, and future all rolled into one. But it was definitely, the thought was the protectors are returning. And I got a picture of the feline race. And I heard lions, like the lions. And I did learn about that years ago when I was first starting out. I learned about all this stuff. Metaphysical, esoteric, I learned all this stuff years ago. And then it kind of, once you learn a certain amount, it's like I don't need to learn anymore. I learned the level I wanted to know about, and that was it. I think, if I remember, they're Lyran? I don't know, don't quote me on that. Whatever, I'm just going to call them the feline race. They're supposed to be, from what I had discovered in my research, is that the lions are our protectors. They're supposed to be very large. Yeah, I just thought I'd pass that on to you. I'm liking that. Of course, I love cats. I love all cats. I don't know. I've always had an affinity for cats. I've also had many pets who were cats. I think. Anyway, that's how they presented themselves in their bodies. Anyway, yeah, that's always been a lot of fun. I quite enjoy their company. So when I heard that, that was the picture I got in my mind. Protectors, and then the lions, and then a Lyran I heard, and this, as the story goes, and again, you can go look this up yourself. It's just what I learned. I'm not saying I'm channeling this or anything. I'm just giving you my 3D learning experience from many, many years ago, that they were supposed to be our protectors, but when things got really, went downhill on the planet, they left. I don't know. Whatever the past is, I'm open to discovering something different about that, but bottom line, that's what I heard. That's what I go by. Protectors are returning. I felt immediately like really thrilled and really happy, and I don't have a problem with that. Time will tell, as always, won't it? Yeah. I'm not hearing anything else to say, so I'm going to go. I want to go and do my workout in my living room right now. And yeah, I'm listening, but I'm not hearing anything else. No. So, if you wish to book an appointment with us, you can go to the website, www.healingourenergy.ca, and book your appointment today. Blessings, everyone. Take care of yourselves and others, and we'll speak again another day. Bye for now.